So Jaguar was doing an interview with Real Life Productions, and this is what she had to say. She was telling what she knew about the industry, people, including P. Diddy, and also giving advice to the young folks out there who are just coming into the music industry.
It's still kind of, I think about how she got signed to Sony. It's still kind of funny up because when you have that much talent and you still got to suck to get your demo tape approved, everybody knows what happened between her and Tommy Mottola in that motherfucking shit on the way to her first listening party. They seen her coming up from giving him back of the shit, and everybody knew. Everybody talked about it.
So Jaguar said everybody knew, everybody talked about it. She never said she saw it for herself. You guys notice, anytime she's talking about these stories, a lot of times she does not say she was there and she saw it. Because remember, Jaguar was only about 15, 16 at the time. So how many parties were they including her in? Because she was a kid. So I believe that somebody's feeding her all these stories, all these information, and she has heard the stories over the years by other people talking about it. She's just repeating it. That's what I believe. Because she is bold enough to come out and talk about it because she is no longer in the industry. People who are in the industry, who are still her friends, they can't say anything because they're still under the control of the powers that be, the gatekeepers in the music industry. So they can't come out and say anything, but they pass the stories on to Jaguar, I believe, allegedly, who can talk about it because she is not fearing anybody because she don't care if she lives or die, apparently. So they tell her the stories and she repeats them, in my opinion. And even when she moved out to the teen years and she was like 20, 21, she was still young. So how much could she have seen to be talking so in depth about all these people and what they were doing? Allegedly, she wasn't invited to all these parties as she claimed because remember, her hottest time was with the Roots. And when she fell off from the Roots, her career stalled. It didn't get anywhere. But if she's maintaining that she was at all these parties that she's talking about and saw a lot of stuff in the industry that she's claiming, then she partook in whatever negativity that these people were doing. Because if you are an insider and you've seen all these things that they're doing to all these kids, then you were there partaking in the negative aspect of what they were doing to these young people coming into the industry who wanted to have a career in music. So what Jaguar pretty much is saying that she saw all these things, okay? For you to see all those things, you got to be at those SA parties to see a lot of these things. And some of the things that she claims, for instance, when she said McMill and Bashir Greer was running out of these homes, the Smiths homes, that's just hearsay. She wasn't there. She didn't see it. So if somebody didn't like the Smiths, they can claim anything. So in other words, her repeating a lot of these things does not make it true. The stuff about Didi, however, was true. Because I don't know what she was into, that he didn't want to mess with her anymore in the music industry. I have my theories, and I'm sure you all have yours. But after the Roots, Jaguar Wright was pretty much isolated and just kind of, because after the Roots, I stopped hearing about her. And so she fell off the radar. And how many parties could she have gone to in the time that she was actively involved in the music industry? She might have went to one or two, but all these stories she's coming out and telling about, that's a lot of parties. And I don't think she was invited because she wasn't in with a group like that. She made a song with Jay-Z where she was the background singer. The song Cry, I believe, which is a really nice tune. The song Cry, Let the Song Cry, I believe was the name. But that's the only thing she did with Jay-Z, being out there in the spotlight. I think she's so mad with Jay-Z, really, because she thought she and Jay-Z would be an item, and then he hooked up with Beyonce. Because she always said that the spot that Beyonce is in, that should have been her spot. So I think that's why she's so mad with him over the years, that he did not choose her. So I believe that's what it is, why she's so upset with him and always got to throw him under the bridge, because He did not return her love and affection. And Jaguar is very bold. Maybe she told him how much she cared about him, and he just dismissed her and went to Beyonce. I don't know, but that's my scenario. Because the way she hates Jay-Z, it's unrational. You cannot hate a person that much and you don't even know them. She sang a couple of, I guess, backup, she said. She sang backup for Jay-Z, and she was on one of his records, the song Cry. But how much does she really know about him to have that level of hatred for this man? And she was doing the same thing that these girls are doing in their teenage years, sleeping with all these grown men. She was doing the same thing. Maybe she's really upset at herself. Because at that time, Jaguar was a teenager. She was having sex with grown ass men in their 30s. And we know this by her own admission because Giovanni, the firstborn who passed away, God rest his soul, his father was 36, I believe she said. And she was a teenager. She was only 14 or 15. I think 14 because she gave birth at 15. I don't know. Miss Jaguar would have to tell us. But she's mighty mad at that man. She's mad at that man. I think more than she's mad with Sam Oden. I think she's not as mad with her ex-husband as much as she's mad with Jay-Z. That tells me that she's got a vendetta. Apparently, he didn't make her the girlfriend that she was hoping to be. And so she got to destroy him now. We saw what she did with Goomba. She tried to destroy him. She's been trying to destroy Sam Odom. Everybody who she went to bed with, if they drop her, she goes on a mission to destroy them. Again, Jaguar was sitting on the blue couch with Real Life Productions.
Big L. Yes. Big L was who put Jay-Z on. And then Big L died, and then the next thing you know, Jay-Z doing songs with Biggie and building a working camaraderie with Honeycombs. And then Biggie died, Tupac died. There was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z. And then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game, and then saw Jay-Z. He will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky suckers keep getting?
Right. Anyway, guys, drop your comments. Don't forget to hit the like bell, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.